I hate anything with a wrapper. You really should be banned from anything that is in a cellophane foil.
There are some there are some
of
Asmer fans out there. Absolutely, they're just like, yeah,
God.
Right.
And fortunately, this like platform we use to record, it does get rid of a
wrapper.
It does get rid of annoying shit like that, which also works against me because sometimes it gets rid of our voices. Because it's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, so I'm just going to mute everything.
Not our voices. Our beautiful voices. Our beautiful voices, Robert. We can't have the beautiful people not hear our beautiful voices.
Like you and your John Lennon sunglasses.
Yeah, I like my sunglasses.
For everybody who's just listening to audio, you're just going to miss out.
Yeah, one's pink and one's yellow. It's pretty great.
So, Paul, first off, happy belated birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy belated Vag Escape Day.
Secondly, I am 36 and still reading comic books like a child. No, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. We support childlike behavior here.
Oh, look, I'm promoting my comic book store with stickers now. By the way,
nobody will be able to see that.
I know.
Number 2.
Mm-hmm.
May the 4th be with you.
Oh yeah, that's why we got all the Star Wars stuff on the wall.
Yeah. May the 4th be with you. Is there anything else that I needed to do right out the gate? Oh,
free comic book day was over the weekend. Happy belated whatever that is.
Yeah. We'll get to talking about free comic book day. I have some opinion and something I want to ask you about.
Okay.
With that, before we do, I want to especially thank everyone who has subscribed, who listens, who hits the like button, and does all the dumbass social media shit. Because it hits our dopamine receptors pretty well. And it lets us know that we're not just, talking into the ether. Because we could just totally just do this on like PlayStation or regular. But it's fun to have like a purpose to create something and put it out there. And the fact that somebody responds in some way is really fucking cool. So
yeah, 2 points. 1, yes, I am absolutely the guy that brings snacks to D&D. 2, that guy that left a comment about us just chilling and having fun, love that guy. That was an awesome comment. Love that.
Oh, yes, about the unscripted podcast?
We're not scripted. We have a vague sense of what each other want to talk about because I refuse to fucking update Robert on any information.
That's very true.
I like to see your natural reaction to things on camera.
Okay, I'm with you on that. It's worked out for some of our stuff.
If I remember to actually bring it up, yeah,
right. But we need a little bit of an outline, or else you and I will just
no. Like the industry sets the outline. We just
I cut off like 10 minutes yesterday or last week of just the. Fucking you trying to convince people that somehow you're not racist against Greek people because you mentioned that you liked the art for Absolute Wonder Woman, and I don't want to go into it. Don't even rev up for it. Nobody thinks you're
cut that
racist.
Out.
Yes.
Fuck you, man.
Yes, I did.
I thought that was an interesting talking head. Fuck you.
No, it wasn't. It was just 10 minutes of you repeating the fact that you weren't saying
I'll repeat
that Greek noses are ugly or something. I have
a big old nose. I like it. But I don't like you. Star Wars Day reference. Yay. My friend doesn't like you either.
My friend doesn't like you either. And for anybody who wants to argue, Han shot first. Fuck you. What are the other? It's weird. Speaking. It's weird that Han was into Leia because they're like 20-year difference in age-wise.
That's not weird. That happens all the time.
Yeah, but she was like 16 in the movies.
Yeah, but pirates just be stealing booty, so who cares? and he's not into her. He's not into her until Hoth, which is she's got to be legal at that point.
I'm absolutely making pirates be stealing booty and to a clip.
Pirates be stealing booty, man. That's their thing.
You're not wrong.
That's
You're
their whole
absolutely
gimmick.
not wrong. They do be stealing booty.
They be stealing. Plus, yeah, he was only interested in her money in the first movie. He didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to get paid. It wasn't until she was an adult-ish in Empire that he started being like, Speaking of Star Wars,
it's weird.
While I was standing in line for your thing,
that fucking rocks. But yeah, okay, go ahead. While you were standing in line.
While I was standing in line, they were playing episode 3 on the TV.
Okay.
And the guy in line, I never caught his name. Sorry if you're listening. I know you said you check out the podcast. I appreciate that, but I did not catch your name. So it's nice to meet you. It was a lot of fun talking to you. But he had pointed, he's like, oh, we're about to witness peak. And it was like right at the point of the movie where like Order 60, like, I guess they just showed Mustafar. And I'm like,
okay.
No, we're not. It's gonna take another hour to even get to that fight scene. It's like they just ordered 66 out. Fuck it. It's gonna take forever. There's so much politics that happens until then. And we had this fucking long-winded conversation about like I like to be upfront with Star Wars fans that
sure
they'll probably hate me and how I feel about things. I was like,
as do most people.
Yeah, I was like, I have one of the hottest takes about the prequel trilogy because I'm not the biggest fan of it, but there are a lot of scenes that I like, and that is, you could cut all 3 movies down to just their best scenes and make an hour-and-a-half long movie, and just cut out all the
episodes
politics.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and just cut out all the politics and the Gungan stuff, and you've got an hour-and-a-half long movie.
I don't think you're wrong.
Cut out.
You can't cut out pod racing.
Fuck pod racing. At what point is pod racing even come back in to be relevant, other than the most recent video game?
That doesn't matter.
No, it's fun. It's dumb.
It's fun.
It's dumb. It's not that fun. It's absolutely fun. It's not that fun. It's really
the politics
not.
Though they do. If that does get.
Although
the politics is what lends itself
to the war in the stars. I get it.
Yeah,
but like.
And it also plays itself into the best Star Wars conspiracy theory ever, that Jar Jar is a Sith Lord.
He's not. He's not. He's dead.
I know.
But I like that. Like when Disney kind of started doing Star Wars stuff, they hated Jar Jar equally as much. That in Disney Infinity, you can go to Jabba's palace, and Jabba has Jar Jar frozen in carbonite on his wall. Like it's pretty great.
They acknowledge his existence, but don't let him come out and play.
They were like, no, fuck that guy. Now, they did very recently do a thing with Lego where, like, it's an alternate universe Jar Jar who is a Sith, but that's bullshit. Fuck that shit. Anyway, so I was talking to that guy, and he's like, yeah, I can see that. And, like, you could tell he probably didn't take that very well because he likes the prequels. And I'm like, that's fine. You can like whatever the fuck you want. Everybody's, all one love or whatever. But I was like, my buddy calls me a contrarian all the fucking time because I like all the terrible Star Wars stuff. Or what people deem to be the terrible Star Wars stuff. I was like, I love the Solo movie. And he's like, oh, I love Solo. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
There's nothing wrong with the Solo movie.
Thank God. No. And I'm like, and I explain it to him, like, it's a Western in space. It's got a Civil War scene, a train robbery scene, a shootout scene. Like, it's great.
Right.
And I was like, and I love The Last Jedi. And you could feel the room get colder as I said. But I was like, I don't think it's a bad movie for what it is. I think the fact that it had to try and fix a bunch of things that was previously established in Force Awakens, or like try to erase those things and start fresh, that probably set it back while still being tied to a lot of like ropes that Disney had set in. But visually, that's one of the best Star Wars movies we ever got. And it's got like the crystal foxes, the hyperspace through the ship scene was really good. It has some of the best deleted scenes in all of Star Wars, which I hate that they cut out a lot of it. But, you know, I went on and I was like, and that thing with Luke, like, oh, Luke Skywalker would never do that. It's like, he already did in Return of the Jedi. Like, he already almost fell from grace and then pulled back. That's what humans do. They make mistakes. Luke's a human, guys. He's not Jesus. He makes mistakes. And Jesus slept with a whore, so he made mistakes too. So, you know.
Wait. Jesus? I don't remember that part. But
he had a relationship with a whore, whatever. Anyway, he also trusted a guy named Judas, which just sounds like a traitorous name. It's like, come on.
It sounds like a traitorous name now because we know he was a traitor, but, you know,
it's like we all make mistakes. Some of us don't.
22 BC Babylonia or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know.
Do you think there was a lot of Judas?
Probably wasn't even really Judas. It was like some other phrase or some other name.
It would have been AC, right?
Would just default to whatever you say for that one.
Whatever the time frame is. Anyway,
you're the Hebrew scholar.
I'm not. Anyway,
between the two of us.
Anyway, it was nice. We had a long conversation about Star Wars.
To the random guy in the line at Free Comic Book Day, welcome. Yeah. Assuming you have not already turned off the show because
he's probably already turned. I'm very opinionated.
You are very opinionated.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them, except some people's are bigger than others. So
that's not how the phrase goes.
That is how that works.
What I wanted to talk to you about with Free Comic Book Day was, what is your opinion on people who, all right, two separate kind of topics. One, the people that get the comics and then turn around and sell them.
That's fucking insane.
Two, the stores that have some sort of policies around them, whether it's you can only take so many, or you can just whatever, because it's been a big thing specifically with that book that's behind your head right now.
So that I wanted to talk about that too, but I
got off of work early and visited my shop to get that book, and it was fucking gone. There was a shit ton of the rest of them available, but not Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I might have grabbed a second one if you want it.
Of course.
Okay, I'll have to go check my pile. Okay, so I went to multiple stores, or I went to 2 stores. Anyway, so and I had 2 wildly different experiences.
Okay,
at Coliseum.
That seems fair.
Yeah, which I thought it was really funny. When I went to Gotham City, everybody was already talking shit about Coliseum. And they were like, if you're not having fun, you're probably at Coliseum. And I was like, damn. That's crazy. Coliseum Comics had the table set up. And they limited you to 5 total books out of the 30 fucking Free Comic Book Day books that came out. You could only get 5. And I was like, okay, I guess. Sure. Makes sense, I guess, if you're limiting or whatever. They didn't have a line out the door. Gotham City had a line down the street in the rain. Now,
that kind of checks out.
Gotham City had Aaron Bartling signing, so that was kind of nice. Gotham City,
a little bit more of an attraction sort of thing.
Yeah, and they were giving out pizza and donuts and coffee for free, and it's just like, okay, where do I want to go? Yeah, Coliseum, who's limiting how many books I get. And then I stand in the long ass line at Gotham. Well, so I got the books, whatever, at Coliseum, and then I left. Fuck, whatever. And then I went to Gotham and I stood in line. And when I got in there to get the free comic books, they had 2 different places: free comic books and then their main store. When I went in there, the lady's like, take one of everything, all 30. And then they were like, we also have some leftovers from Trick or Read and this, that. Take one of everything. Just take one of everything. Okay. And we have boxes on sale for $9.99. So I got me a box. And I put, because it was raining, which great sales tactic. I don't know if they just they were like, it's raining. People are going to want boxes.
Right.
boxes.
Right.
I don't know if that was planned or not, but it was like, oh,
or
okay.
the store folio thing that I have.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it was like, take one of everything. And I was like, so I've got like double of some of the books, but I got 5 at Coliseum or whatever. And then I went into the main store. I got my Punisher book, which it's up here. I read it, so I got Punisher. And I actually got the other Superman, Spider-Man. So I got both of them, and I actually sat down and read both of those. And I have some screenshots for that, but we'll get to it. Punisher also, I'm absolutely sold on the next one. It took them 3 issues, but I'm sold to get the next one. We'll get to it.
Okay.
So I go in there and get my comic books, and then like I'm on my way back around, right, to like check out with the box that I got and the comic books I picked up the table, and I see your G.I. Joe book up there, and I grabbed that, and it's the last one, which Aaron Bartling did the cover for that. I thought that was very cool that he was there and they had one of those books left. So I got that for you, and then I bought that book, went and stood in line. I stood behind the same 3 people for an hour and a half on concrete. Which, by the way, that's how long episode 3 of Star Wars is, from the time Obi-Wan kills General Grievous to the end of that movie. It's long as shit. And I don't know what the people in front of me were doing. I think one guy was like having him draw a picture on the cover, which that's cool, but it just, God damn it, man, it took so long. Yeah. And I got that sign, and then I went to CGC right behind them and had them take the book, and they're gonna grade it and send it off to you. So you're getting that. Hella expensive.
Very much appreciated.
Fucking
yeah. It's no joke.
I was like, geez, man, fuck that shit. Gotham City also has a new mascot, and
that's cool.
So
that's very Dark Knight Returns-esque.
Yeah. Oh, they did. They had several of these that were like Wolverine and Batman inspired, and so
very cool.
This was a neat little little art print. I got number 141 of 500. I thought that was neat. They were giving those out, and then Aaron Bartling was also selling Swamp Thing prints, and I got number 23 of 75. He signed it for me. That was really cool. Got a certificate of authentication in there. I don't know. I like it. It's very Beauty and the Beast or Creature of the Black Lagoon kind of vibe. Like I dig it. It's very cool. I didn't know very much about it. I had to do research on Aaron Bartling while I was in line for Aaron Bartling. Like I was like, and then I got to the table and I'm like, oh, I'm just doing this for Robert. Fucking yeah. like I got to the table and I was talking to Aaron, and I was trying to set up Venmo because nobody told me he only accepts like Venmo, PayPal, or cash. And I'm like, I didn't bring cash. I don't know about PayPal. Let me try to set up Venmo. And I'm sitting there, I'm struggling. I'm like, hi. Yeah, you can sign it. It's just for my friend. It's just twiddling away. And then I look at the Swamp Thing posters. I'm like, that's really cool. How much is it? And I bought that and got him to sign that too. He's a cool guy. He was very, very, very chill. I'm
glad that you said that because a lot of times, or I don't even want to say a lot of times, but it is a case of like sometimes you might not want to meet your heroes, sort of deal.
Oh,
and
dude,
I'm not
Aaron
saying
Bartling
that he's
was
necessarily a
the
hero, but
yeah,
some of them they get a little bit of like, oh yeah, these people are here to see me,
dude,
and
he was only charging like $10 for his signature.
That's not bad at all.
And I was like,
not bad.
That's
at all.
pretty cool. And it's like, you've done an absolute Batman cover, and if I had that one, I would have brought that and had him sign it. I didn't know he did that either. It's like Mike Spicer was at Coliseum of Comics in Clermont, Florida. And he does a lot of your Transformers covers, but he also has done like 3 absolute Batman covers.
It's also kind of hard not to do an absolute Batman cover at this point when every issue has like 100 variants. Let's be honest.
We talked about that in line too. The Star Wars guy, he had the hardcover like collection absolute Batman,
right.
And he was getting everyone that's ever done a variant to sign the inside of the, and I was like, that's cool. That's
cool.
pretty fucking cool. So that was pretty neat. But we started talking about the variants, and it's like, oh, they're turning it into Pokemon cards, and I was like, I did see somebody talk about it, like, it's because shops are getting people to commission covers so much now.
They're buying printing rights and all that stuff. Yeah.
And they know they're going to make a lot of money on it. So it's like, okay.
And we're all fucking nerds and we like to be completionists. And we like covers that are fucking dope. And if they're of artists that we already like, then.
And they're of Batman. So,
why not?
Batman. Well, everybody
and that's kind
Robert
of two-sided too, because like people were just like bitch and complain all the time, like, oh, this is too many variants. But on the same side, what
you're still
obviously the demand is there and people are buying them, which is good for the hobby. So I remember a point in time where people were just like, oh, comics are going to die, and now you have 100 variants of the same fucking book.
Have you seen that thing with Robert Kirkman, like the interview he did on the podcast
about Absolute Batman rejuvenating?
Where he's just, where I said everybody likes Batman except Robert Kirkman, is because he's like, I don't like that. To be fair to his point, there are a lot of Batman running, and there has been for a long time. Like we've
talked
power
about that.
To so that's. I just thought it was funny.
Which I think, and we'll talk about a little bit later on. I think things are happening to where they're trying to sort of unify it in a way, but we'll get into that.
But yeah, to your point about like, how do I feel about like how they're shifting it? First of all, I saw people already scalping this shit, and that pissed me off. I'm like, that's a free book.
I saw books up like $50, $60, $70 on eBay for that, and I was like, that's a
free fucking book. And the fact that people are scalping it, y'all are fucking evil.
It's kind of
that's evil.
It is kind of I agree, especially being so new. Now, if this was like a year from now or something like that, and like,
but
that
you're jumping on the
thing.
Hype train of what it is, and you're it's like it got randomly popular, and you're like, let me hop on that Jake Paul fucking mindset and fucking, trust me.
I'm kind of in the frame of mind of that. If you got one and flipped that one,
but if you're one of those fuckers that goes to a place that's like, you can only get 5 of total books, and you grab 5 Dungeon Crawler book, you grab these, and you fucking sell 4 of them for like $90 a piece. You're a piece of shit.
You are a piece of shit. Yeah.
So
yeah, you are a piece of shit. Now, on the flip side of that,
you're a piece of shit.
Stores pay for those books.
Yeah,
they're not free to the stores.
No. See, that's the other thing is I saw a store that was selling this book specifically,
right,
on Free Comic Book Day for $10.
I do think that's bullshit. Now, I did see also where some stores were including them with like other purchases.
Yeah,
I'm kind of okay with that.
I saw that. I never saw the Virgin variant of this anywhere.
Right.
But it was absolutely this book. It says Free Comic Book Day, and on Free Comic Book Day, you are selling it. Like that's fucking stupid. You were going to put yourself out of business. I'm surprised that comic book store will still be open. There were
and that was some people's arguments too. It's just like it's kind of hard to say because it's already hard to run a store, and
it's the I know like they pay for them or whatever, but it's like the point of it is kind of like Black Friday for comic books. Like they're coming in for this, but they might stick around and buy other shit.
Right. That's the whole idea. So, yeah.
Now there were like 30 or 40 books that also came out. There was a shitload of books. Probably not. I might be, there were like 20, 30. Let me lowball it a little bit. Out of all of those, there were 3 that I really was like, holy shit, that's cool as fuck. So Dungeon Crawler, and we got Mega Man Showdown.
I saw that
special.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That's a cool cover. I love Mega Man. I thought that was really neat. And this just sent me back to, God, I can't stop burping. This sent me back to a place of nostalgia land. The Greatest American Hero. Believe it or not, I'm soaring on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Dude, I fucking
can't
love this
tell you
TV
how
show.
much I hate that song, by the way.
I love this TV show so goddamn much. This was one of
Right.
my favorite TV shows. If anybody's unfamiliar with Greatest American Hero, it's this young guy teacher that wears an oversized fucking like scratchy looking coat, and he has ramen noodle Jufro hair, and and he gets an alien super suit from Aliens, but they forget to give him the manual. So he spends the whole show trying to figure out what powers he does and doesn't have, and how to use them and everything like that. And he teams up with this like old grizzly detective guy, and they go solve crimes together. This book was kind of cool though, because it wasn't technically the show. It was him as an old man getting the suit again, and kind of showing off for his granddaughter, and feeling like the greatest American hero again. And I thought that was really, really special. I thought that was neat. I have the box set. I love the show. I love the song. Why do you hate the song?
It's just I don't know.
Look, they even reference the song on the cover. Believe it.
And what's funny is that I'm probably going to open up this show clipping in the opening sequence of that show.
You gotta have
So
like
bad.
him running down the alleyway trying to jump to fly. And then when that show stopped running, they tried to revitalize it with Greatest American Heroine. That didn't make it past the pilot.
Not surprised.
Yeah. It's kind of like the $6 Million Woman. That also didn't really work out. So, unfortunately. And not because they're women. It's just, at that point, you're reaching a little for an
trying
audience
to recapture
that's
lightning
not
in the
interested.
bottle.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to capture Linda Carter's fucking whole Wonder Woman thing. I don't know.
Sure.
You only get you only get that once in a lifetime, that Linda Carter magic. So Free Comic Book Day was kind of nice. It was, it always falls around my birthday, so that's always nice to kind of treat myself. I speaking of all so I bought a bunch of fucking comic books, of course, at my store and Second and Charles, but I'm also an action figure fan. If people cannot tell, there's a shitload of them on my wall. I bought an SH Figure Arts because this one is usually like $70-$60 on the internet. At Target, it was like $30, and it is Roronoa Zoro, the Pirate Hunter.
Okay.
He's really fucking cool. I don't know if anybody can see that.
That is actually really cool. Who did that? Who put that out?
SH Figure Arts, or SHF Figure Arts. However you pronounce it. He's also got butterfly joints for his shoulders. So unlike a lot of action figures, he can cross his arms over his chest.
That's kind of cool.
Which a lot of figures can't do that. I can't do it on camera right now because whatever. But he's neat. I really like him. He's really articulated, and he didn't cost me an arm and a leg. So his foot's all fucked
that's
up.
actually really cool. I've been impressed with how like articulation has been with the figures lately. Dude. I'm still more of a statue kind of fan, but
I mean, Hasbro's still not doing anything worth a fuck. Because fuck Hasbro. But who was it? Jazzware. I was obsessed with them for a while because they were doing $20 Fortnite figures, and granted, I know Fortnite, whatever, for kids. We just lost half our audience, whatever. But it was more the articulation, like, because I'm an artist, I like to draw, and I need references. I use action figures a lot, so the more articulation, the better. And the Fortnite figures that Jazzware was putting out were $20 fucking, and they had like 80 points of articulation, or some, probably not that much, but they had a lot. Yeah, way more than Hasbro, and way more posable, way more accessories. Hasbro was getting shit on. What did they do? They bought the rights to Fortnite, and now they put out subpar fucking action figures. Fuck Hasbro.
Sounds about right.
You changed your fucking box. They don't look as cool anymore, and your articulation sucks, and you don't put enough fucking accessories, and then you raise your price, fuck off, Hasbro. Fuck off.
Dude, that's why I've been looking. There's a set, it hasn't come out yet, it's for pre-order, that NECA has for Batman Returns. It's the Penguin, Batman, and Catwoman, and they look fucking like photorealistic. But the way that they're created, there is no like visible joints. It's almost like there's a fabric of some sorts that is used as the skin, and they look really cool. And they're like $30.
I know at one point I was talking about wanting to do like toy review. Once that absolute Batman blockies and shit comes out, definitely I was thinking about it. I want to get more.
I'm going to show off the statue when I get it. I'm showing off the statue. But it's going to go like up in there somewhere.
Like the SH Figure Arts, like his head is completely swapped. He came with multiple face plates. He came with swappable heads.
Right.
That comes out of his mouth. It doesn't go in the scabbard, but he does have a little fucking like just handle that pops on there. This is a cool fucking figure, man. And for $35, like usually these figures are hundreds of dollars and shit like that. It's a pain in the ass.
Long past for the days of getting all of your accessories in that like plastic grid where you have to like pop them out.
Oh, that's in this box. You know, all the little flat. It was on that. So that was fun. There were a couple of Second and Charles books I wanted to kind of just show off just because I thought they were neat. Real quick run through. I found that. That's fucking cool. That's Ultimate X-Men number 13. That is the first issue that introduces Ultimate Gambit. I need to find 14. That's when he kills Hammerhead. I need it. Plus, this cover is I can't remember who did this cover. It was Adam Kubert. Isn't that the Max guy? Isn't that the guy that just...
No.
Is that not? Who? Am I crazy? Why am I doing that?
You said Adam Kubert? No, there is yeah. Adam Kubert.
Okay. Maybe he's not the... This looks like the Max like art style. That's why I was thinking,
right. Yeah.
You know, it's
I
very
agree with that.
In that vein.
Max Kubert did do a lot of like X-Men, Weapon X, some Spider-Man. He really likes his Wolverine.
You said Max.
I don't think it's Max Kubert. My bad. Adam Kubert.
No, yeah, you said Adam.
If I said Max, my bad.
That's his signature at the bottom. Anyway, so that's cool. Keep going. I didn't actually know that I was getting this one, the Dark Tower Gunslinger, because what was actually on the front of this was the sketchbook, and I was just like, oh, that's neat. And it had like all the designs for the comic book in the sketchbook, but when I pulled it out, number 1 was sitting behind it, and I was like, free comic book. That's pretty cool. I got this one because it made me laugh. That is Punisher tied to a cannon, and it says "Next Stop Baghdad." And I thought that was just really. That was really funny.
That's pretty funny.
Poor Punisher. And then Conan the Barbarian, because this is classic. This just looks fucking cool to have.
Yeah, that is cool.
I paid like $10 for those.
I mean, that's not bad, especially for that Conan the Barbarian, because that's an older, like, what, 70s Marvel comic, something like that.
So
from looks
30 cent. Yeah, I think 79.
That sounds about
right.
And
my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. covers are coming along now because I hate myself. And I hate having money, I guess. So
now, my question is, are you going to put them next to the Knoll variants, or are you going to put them...
I'm going to have to put them somewhere else because, unfortunately, Knoll Buster variants are coming out, and that's going to have to go on the wall, and I hate it.
You're gonna get like that default like white girl who like has to take down and have decorations for various seasons of the year. You're gonna be like, all right, now it's Knoll season, and now it's Knoll Buster season.
At some point, we're gonna like renovate and everything, and I'm gonna end up with a whole new wall of free space. A lot of it's going over there. A lot of it. So, but this was neat to find the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't know Wolverine did one, and I got the Cyclops. I don't know why I'm holding that upside down.
Yeah, that Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is really cool.
That's really neat. The Cyclops one is cool too because it makes an X that swirls into. That's really just fucking James
When you
Bond
posted
ass
a
some shit.
screenshot of that, I was like, yeah, that shit rocks.
Yeah. And then that goes with my Deadpool. So I'm gonna keep these bad boys together and eventually do something with them. So we'll see.
Very cool. I will say I have 2 books that I have in my haul that I bought as far as like
I might do with these. I might put them in a circle around a poster of German beach guy. What's his name? The Germans love him. He's in
Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff. Put him around a poster of Hasselhoff from Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
David Hasselhoff was the last person that I was kind of expecting to be.
Well, because he played Nick Fury in a movie, and so I was going to get like a poster of David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Just put that on the wall. Hasselhoff, dude. Man. That's pretty great. Hasselhoff, Nick Fury's great. It's right up there with Dolph Lundgren, Punisher. Like, we don't want to accept either of those things, but they happen.
They did happen.
Yeah,
they did happen.
And I'm pretty sure Dolph Lundgren did not wear the white skull at all in that whole fucking movie. He just wore a tight leather jacket.
Why would you if you look like Dolph Lundgren? Anyways,
yeah.
I really only got 2 books of note this week that were not like in a pool. One of them is not here yet, and that's very unfortunate. But it is Dungeon Crawler. It is not Dungeon Crawler. Although, oh fuck! All right, so there's actually 3 because. There was a pre-sale on there's 4 books actually. So there was a pre-sale for the Absolute Batman variant of Dungeon Crawler Crawl. I did get that, and I bought that like months ago, and that's officially.
Yeah, I know people are like trying to sell that pre-sale for $200 now.
Yeah, that's so dumb. It was like $10 or $20 or something like that. Anyway,
that pisses me off that I didn't go.
I ended up going back to the shop and picking up that fucking Harley Quinn Absolute Batman variant because it is cool.
Yeah.
It was just sitting there on the wall, just taunting me. It was just like, come and get me. And I went and picked it up, and Jason, the guy at the store, was just like, yeah, I knew you'd get it. I knew you'd get it.
I knew you'd be back, nerd.
The other thing that's currently in the mail that I got off of eBay, somehow I scored a first print of G.I. Joe #1, like the OG 1982 version. It does need some cleaning and pressing, but for like half of the going price. I don't know how I won that, but I did, and I'm fucking stoked about it. It could be torn in half, but that's gonna. So now there's a reader copy, which is the first one that you got me. There's the signed graded copy
that's coming in the mail.
Yes, and now there's the OG one that will just live in plastic on a wall somewhere.
Look, Robert, it's Absolute Batman Zorro.
It is Absolute Batman Zorro. The other one. The other book that I got that was on my Grail list of sorts is Batman number 358, which is the first cover appearance of Croc.
Of Croc? I thought you were saying it was of Clayface for some reason.
No, my bad. If I said Clayface, that's my bad. But no, it's Killer Croc. And that's cool. It's my bad. It's the second like appearance, but it's the first cover appearance. And
it's the second appearance of Waylon, but
yes,
the first time he's on the cover.
And also, let's be honest, that cover's dope.
Yeah, man, that's cool as shit. I like the gunshots through the glass. Yeah,
So, but that's it from the 80s Batman run.
Speaking of old people,
so. Old people.
Well, because I got like this like old school cover of the Superman Spider-Man from DC. And then I got George Reeves Superman and Spider-Man Noir cover of the Marvel one. So
there's a little part of me that wants to kind of get into Spider-Man Noir, but
it's cool.
I don't know. I don't know how much leeway I want to give Marvel.
It's pretty fucking cool. Anyway, both of these books, the reason they're so big, I found out, they're a bunch of short stories. They're like 4 or 5 different stories in each book.
Really?
I'll be honest, in this one, there's maybe 3 good stories. In this one, there's like one. There's one of them that's like a blind date with Power Girl and Punisher, and it just is lame, and I just like I don't care.
I wonder why they chose to do that, because the Batman Deadpool one was
it so
a story.
these have nothing to do with that. These books exist in a world where Marvel and DC exist together all the time. Like
Okay.
Like in this universe, Clark Kent wrote an expose about Dr. Octavius before his accident.
I mean, I get that. I get that, because that kind of happened in the Batman Deadpool one. They were working together. There was no
but it's like Spider-Man knows about Batman, and it's like this whole thing. There's even the second story in this one was actually like Mary Jane and Lois Lane are like, hey, it's nice to see you again. Like they're old friends, and they're like, sometimes when you throw in with a bullheaded, stubborn man in red and blue tights, you just kind of have to roll with the punches. I'm like, fuck, they're the same person. This book though had a great first story. All the villains from both DC and Marvel team up to take down Superman and Spider-Man. And Goblin put like the Venom symbiote in a pumpkin bomb and laced it with kryptonite. And Superman becomes Venom, which I have that screenshot, and I should have loaded that up already. It was an interesting story. My thing about it, like everybody's talking about Venom Superman, which is fine. That's fine. What they're not talking about is, and I couldn't get a great screenshot because it's so small in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Green Goblin's wearing Stark Tech. He has an arc reactor in the middle of his suit. And I'm not familiar with Stark Tech Green Goblin, but it looked cool as shit in the background. I just wish we got a cool shot of it up close. But in this background, you can even see Taskmaster, Deathstroke, Kraven, Brainiac, Octavius. Like, there's a whole shitload of people in this scene. The way he ends up beating the symbiote is kind of cool. Like, it kind of becomes like a force of will situation. And he like laser beams through the symbiote, and it breaks its control just enough for him to do a thunderclap and make it fucking explode off of him. And I was like, that's cool as shit. It was really cool, but you can see the pumpkin bomb in his cape too, which was really neat.
That is cool. I think that's a cool design.
It was. Venom Superman was fucking awesome. I did get that scene too, where he claps it away. I just thought artistically it was a cool scene. He's just Krapow or Krakoom. Krakoom. It's really neat fucking. I was like, that's cool as shit, man. The first book, when Lois and Mary Jane are fucking rambling on, Superman and Spider-Man are fighting a Sentinel on a bridge in New York. And they're like, what the fuck? Neither one of them are mutants. Why is there a Sentinel attacking us? There was a lot of cool little fight scenes throughout that. My favorite was this one. They did the Speedball special that Wolverine and Colossus do.
From Rivals.
Oh, not just from Rivals. That's in the comics too, and in several other games. But they even mentioned it's like when they're not Speedball specialing. And I'm like, shut up. Don't make it that way.
That's so funny.
But it was so cool to see Superman just toss Spider-Man. So Lois and Mary Jane are like, they're not mutants. Who the fuck is the Sentinel after? There has to be somebody else. And then it cuts to showing Gambit looting through people's cars on the bridge, trying to find playing cards. And then
that's awesome.
Lois is like, I'm actually in a card game, a high stakes card game with a guard at the prison. Here, take that. And then we get one of the best scenes in the whole book. It's not even about Spider-Man and Superman. It just is a really fucking awesome Gambit show-off scene. Because he's like, oh, that's a special kind of Sentinel. You have to hit it with kinetic energy in very specific spots simultaneously. And I'm like, oh, like the thing you do.
Yeah,
with your car.
Specifically the thing you do, yeah.
And so he jumps up on the fucking car, and there's a big Gambit scene, and just dude, there was so many good little art pieces in that. The first story was good too. It just didn't have a lot of oomph, a lot of big moments. It was like Octavius stole some kryptonite and Brainiac was helping him like send it through the atmosphere on neurons or some shit. It's a crazy book.
They had Steel in it?
Yeah, Steel and Thor team up and fight Hobgoblin.
Huh.
There's so many like little stories through it. George Reeves, Superman, and Spider-Man Noir team up. Like I said, Power Girl and Punisher have a moment. Oh yeah. So all the variant covers are actually alluding to different stories. Supergirl and Spider-Gwen have a story. So unlike the Deadpool Batman one that had all the variants of like weird team ups like Harley Quinn and Hulk, we actually got the story for the variants, and that's neat. I just wish some of those stories were better written. Is all.
Looking at you, Marvel. Looking at you.
Some of them were good. Some of them were not. Some of them were boring. Some of them were just like, eh. There is a special little 2-page thing that's kind of nice at the end where Spider-Man's kind of depressed. Thinking about Gwen Stacy and Superman. Like he basically asked Superman, like, how do you cope with something like that? Like, how do you go on and there's this nice little scene about like you only have control over your life in between. Like there are two things that are absolute, like being born and dying, and you have no say over those things. It's what you do in between that matters. And
sure,
I was like, that's nice. That's a nice little send off. They really go full tilt into that, like Peter being kind of depressed and Superman being cheerful all the time. It's like, how do these two characters bounce off of each other? Superman even kind of gives him shit. He's like, why the fuck do you keep working for J. Jonah Jameson? Like, he's constantly spreading he's always spreading news about about how much of a menace Spider-Man is, and it's lies, and you help him print these. And he's like, well, it only hurts me, so that's one truth, and that's fine. And the other thing is, you're just missing the punchline. What J. Jonah Jameson doesn't know is that he's been paying for Spider-Man to go to college. And Superman's just like, touche. Do you need a lift back home? He's like, oh, you're such a nice guy. No wonder my aunt has a crush on you. And he's like, don't tell Lois.
Right. He's going to get him in trouble.
That's really funny. It was. These were nice stories. It wasn't overly complicated. There were nothing about like interdimensional portals or cosmic deities boning and making the universes collapse into each other. It was just very simple. Like, what if these two characters existed in the same world together? And I thought that was neat. They did that before with Hulk versus Superman, which is a book that I have, where it's just like, what if these characters lived in the same world? And it worked.
Right.
I don't know why it works.
I'm cool
but
with it.
It works.
I like those. I like those ideas.
Yeah. They're really neat. They're fun. I hate you, by the way, because I actually liked this.
Right. Yeah.
I actually like this. I like this so much that I had to sleeve it. I didn't sleeve all my free comic book day books, but this one I was like, fair. I like this one.
Now,
is the cat magic?
Post getting into the dungeon, yes, everybody is to a degree.
Okay, because he goes out into a tree in one scene in this, and it yells into the sky, and like a laser beam comes out of its mouth or something. Now that might have been a dramatization of how loud it was yelling in the tree, that he had to go get it out. But it looked like it shot something in the sky right before the end of the world.
So in the book,
let me open it.
Like in the real book, I'm actually looking it up to see if it has the thing.
I don't know how accurate this is to.
So
and it's also very anime, by the way. Like
right,
very very anime style. I like him kicking his Crocs off. That was fun.
Yeah. Because that's a thing in the first book too. He doesn't have shoes.
Yeah, this might just be an over dramatization of the cat howling.
But that's possible because, all right, so in the book, the way that Carl and Princess Donut are saved from all of the buildings collapsing is Donut hops out of the window. She's howling because she's in heat, and she's basically calling for her friend that is kind of talked about later on in the book. And Carl gives her shit for it because it's funny. But he ends up waking up and needing to smoke, and he is just like, fuck, where's the cat? Oh, she's out of the window. So he comes out in his underwear and a jacket, and pair of Crocs.
In this
his
one,
his ex-girlfriend's Crocs, mind you.
Yeah. So in this one, he's playing Call of Duty in his underwear.
Okay.
When it starts, and then it kind of traverses down like a wall of pictures, like him in the Coast Guard, and like of his ex is still on the wall and everything.
Right, that makes sense because in the book, he talks about how he's planning on, because Princess Donut actually belongs to his ex-girlfriend.
They say that, like he has boxes that say "Bees crap."
Right, he's basically packing her up, moving her out because he saw she's supposed to be like on some trip. I think it's a family trip. And he sees on Instagram or some other social media thing a picture of her sitting on her ex-boyfriend's lap, and Carl's just like, fuck this bitch, you're out, and throws her out.
Yeah, he's playing video games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have forgotten that part, but
I don't know.
I'm like 3 books into the series, so
he does get up to smoke, and then the cat hops out the window, and then he goes and he takes the Crocs. And then his landlady or neighbor or whatever gets vaporized. Like immediately.
Yeah, I think it's just a neighbor that was sticking her head out the window. Yeah,
which
and that's
gruesome. By the way, they
the book describes that like that too.
They full out gruesome. It goes so lighthearted, and then it cuts to just rolling grandma head.
Dude, the actual book series itself is that way. Like in one paragraph, one sentence, you could be laughing at some like quippy thing that either he says, Donut says, or the AI that's running the reality show says or does. And then the next one is just like something heart-wrenching where like a mom has to eat their child kind of thing. You know, it just kind of it's wild.
Yeah.
It's
and I guess
really
they're
good.
doing a whole set of graphic novels or whatever.
Yeah, there's a because apparently it's here. A webtoon that they're kind of putting out as print.
Yeah, they've got like the graphic novel on the back. That's cool though. I mean, I enjoyed it enough that I'm probably going to go buy the book. So I hate you.
It's really good.
You know what? I think this is a neat way to introduce people to a novel too. Like, dude, you know it's based
you've
on
known
a
me for how long?
Novel?
You've known me for quite a while. How often would you say I have purposely read and bought multiple 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 page books?
Never.
With no pictures.
Never.
0.
Robert, I take books with me on car rides to the grocery store to read. Not comic books. Novels.
Books. Real books. Yes.
Literature.
I currently, right now, I own the first 4. There are 8 books in the series right now. It's going to go to 10. But, the 8th one comes out in May.
To be fair, I do prefer short stories and old shit. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But I have the first 4 books of that series. I'm about a third of the way through the 3rd book.
There's a lot of them. And when I saw them on a table and how they just got progressively bigger, I was like, man, that's some Harry Potter ass shit. Like,
in book 9 and 10, he's already said is actually it's one book that he's split up into 2. So it was probably like a 1,500 page book or something like that.
That's crazy. I love when writers are like, maybe I'll write this funny little story, and they do like 200 pages, And then they're like, I love this character. And then they fucking go into a cave for 3 years and they come out with a 900-page fucking just epitaph
Right.
of
Right. Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like I've got like this Lovecraft collection and it has a lot of forewords about like why he wrote something or how he was inspired by it or when he wrote it. And it's like Lovecraft locked himself in a room for 3 fucking months and just jammed this banger out. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's all. I mean, they didn't say that exactly, but you know,
I can confidently say though that Matt Dinniman, Matt Dinniman, the guy that wrote Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Do you think he wears a Dinman jacket?
No, he's actually a cool, like tatted biker type dude that really likes cats.
I just like the name. Almost sounds like
yeah. But it's
he likes
if
cats,
you were somebody,
no fucking way.
If you are somebody who is slightly interested in starting to actually read something, comic books are fine, obviously, duh. But if you want to
if you like
really dive into
reading, anime and crazy shit,
if you like RPGs and crazy shit and whatever, like Dungeon Crawler Carl is 100% the way to go. I cannot possibly suggest it more.
I can't say the title so bad that I sent it to you spelled wrong.
You did.
I just read Dungeon Crawler Carl.
When you said that, the South Park line, the Durker Gerbs popped in my head.
Dungeon Crawler Carl over there.
Yeah, but Dungeon Crawler Carl, 10 out of 10, multiple thumbs up. It has spawned a new
so far. I like
passion for me. It's good. I've even trailed off into other series now. So, and looking more into lit RPGs.
The last thing I got into this week was Punisher.
The Punisher.
I found the DNA variant that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I went to my comic book store, they had a variant I didn't see before. And I love this so much because it reminded me of 97 Deadpool. I don't know who did the cover. I haven't looked into it. But this book was good. God damn, this book was good. This book was fucking phenomenal. I almost cried. This was fucked. So in the last issue, Frank goes to a doctor to get an MRI. We talked about that. I don't think I got any screenshots. There's no phenomenal art that's in the book or anything like that.
Okay.
But so Jigsaw's fucking around. He's stealing Tombstone's gang shit or whatever. He's doing shit in the background. Frank can't kill people or he can. He's just, every time he commits an act of violence, he has like a seizure and seizes like it gets these crippling headaches.
That would explain the MRI, sure.
Yeah, but they don't find anything wrong. And then like he ends up like kind of threatening the doctor and gets like lithium pills that are supposed to like help, I guess. Make him
very common among schizophrenics and like, just crazy people.
So
or
they're leaving him and Micro, which Micro's the guy in the chair, both figuratively and literally because Micro's in a wheelchair. So him and Micro are leaving the hospital. And there's a kid on a bed outside of a room. Oh, right here. My tummy, it hurts so bad. It feels like there's knives inside of me. This kid's dying in the hallway. Right. And it's because they don't have any room because a bunch of people came in with emergency gunshot wounds. And they had to move a bunch of patients out in the hallway. Crazy.
A little inside baseball, by the way. This 100% happens. We have hallway patients. We have hallway beds.
So,
because some hospitals and whatnot, like you can't turn people away, especially if they're in need. So you have to put them somewhere, and they end up going to the hospital or going to the hallway.
All these people that got shot by this dude that was like pissed off at them, and he comes into the hospital with a gun, and the kid's still talking, and Punisher has now left Micro there at the side of the kid to walk to the front of the hospital because he hears the gunshots. And the guy that comes into the hospital has now murdered every single person in the lobby. And the kid's talking to Micro, and it's like, is he here to take me away? And Micro's like, what are you talking about? It's like, my big brother used to tell me that when you die, a man in black comes and takes you across a river of blood. And it keeps focusing on Frank this whole time. And the guy charges in, and like, so Frank just walks in the lobby and shoots this guy in the fucking chest and kills him.
Right.
And then walks out, and he has a headache, and he starts taking those pills, and there's this whole fucking breakdown. And that was sad. The kid dies, like, while Micro is talking to him. And Punisher goes out into the city like a shark in the reef is how they describe it, and starts just chugging these pills as he starts punishing anyone that's fucking up in the city. There's a pimp that slaps a girl, and he shoves the dude's head through a glass window. There's like, and he pops a pill, and then he fucking punishes this other guy in an alleyway that's like fucking hurting somebody. And then like this hot dog vendor's getting held up at gunpoint, and the Punisher just shows up behind him taller and cracks that guy's neck and kills him. And the hot dog guy's like, hot dog? And so he takes it, and then he pours all the pills on it, and just eats the hot dog with the pills. And you can, Micro's narrating, and it's like, the pills aren't going to last, and neither is Frank's like determination on it or whatever. So Frank wanders into the park and lays down on the spot where his family got killed, and he just lays there, and he's trying to figure out what's wrong with him. And like, mentally he can't figure it out. He doesn't know what's blocking him. Like, maybe there's something, the universe is trying to tell him something, and he knows the pills aren't going to last. And so he's like, one last hurrah, and it still doesn't feel like it used to. The cop shows up at the hot dog stand looking for Punisher, and then when the cop gets on the phone, it's like, hey, I found him. You can see that his tongue has stitches through it, which means he's a jigsaw informant. And then the next scene, like where he goes to pursue Frank's just in a like meat cooler with that cop having the shit beat out of him and his hands tied, and he's holding him by the mouth, making him stick out his tongue, and he's like, Micro, we have a problem. Like, like, it just doesn't show what he does to the cop. It's just insinuated. And Micro's like, yeah, Frank, we do have a problem. He's outside the door, and he's like, I've locked the door, and I'll give you the key as soon as I feel like it's safe for me to do so. I have a confession. I wasn't going to tell you this, but I can't stop thinking about that kid in the hospital.
Okay.
And like, the reason he died is because of something stupid. And I looked into the guy that came and shot the place up. That guy's been in and out of prison 5 times in the last year. They couldn't keep him there because they had no room. So they kept releasing him. And the reason he shot those people, they were his neighbors. Their TV was too loud, and he shot them for it. Frank, I put coding in your head to give you those headaches. It was me. Because I thought it would be doing you and the world a favor if you stopped killing. But I was wrong. Some people deserve to die. And maybe some people get to live because of it. It's like, you're like a wildfire, Frank. Nobody likes a wildfire, but they're necessary to clean the forest.
Wow.
And I was like, God damn, that's fucking great. I love that. And he's like, in the shotgun nearby, there's a decoder round. And he pulls the shell out, and it's got like some tech on it or whatever. And he's like, you have to go back to that dead place if you want to fix yourself, Frank. And I know you're not going to hesitate, but if you really want to get back to doing what you do, you have to put that gun in your mouth and pull the trigger. And Frank just, and his head blows up, but it's like tech sprays everywhere. And I'm like, was that a metaphor?
So he's a part of the Matrix or some shit?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Was this a fucking metaphor? Did this really happen? Did it not happen? What is it? And at the bottom, it just says, to be continued, question mark, exclamation. And I'm like, what? No.
There is a part of me that really likes when books end like that on the...
Just because you don't, it's so hard to tell when they transition the color and the mechanics and shit. This is, that goes so fucking hard. To be continued. Fuck, I want to read the next one. I want to read it so bad.
Good job, Marvel. You did a good job.
It took you 3 books again.
Good job, Marvel.
You got me there, motherfuckers. Damn it.
Nice.
It's always so long-winded with them. Fuck, man.
Good job, Marvel. You did good.
No. You finally did something worth of. I guess it's just like the build-up was just so slow, man. Like,
right.
You didn't give me enough to go on in the first 2 books, but the third book, fuck. Like, I was in love with Mark Spector Moon Knight from book 1.
Right.
Punisher, I was like, you keep referencing back to some shit I didn't read, and that book, that third one though, chef's kiss, fucking beautiful. You almost made me cry about this dying kid, and you fucking you do this to be continued shit. I want to read the next one. Fuck off. Fuck. God, it's so
nice.
Good.
Well, I
just went on. I love that book so much that I had to go on that rant.
I did not read anything that hit me like that. I read some cool stuff. It was some decent books this week. I did catch up on Wade Wilson, Deadpool. I liked it.
Oh, so you read
I'm
3?
With you. It
captured you on 3 again.
Well, I mean, I was a fan. I liked the first 2, but this time it's like it did bring me around on Hammerhead a little bit more. I didn't dislike him before, but now he is more of like a mob guy, and
he is more of a mob guy, but he's also just more like the cutting pieces of Deadpool off to feed the sharks. I was like, God damn, that's fucked.
Yeah,
like he knows about the healing factors. Like, at what point can you not come back from? And I'm just like, dude, that's fucking crazy.
It's very like there were parts where I was like, this is a scene out of like The Sopranos or Goodfellas or something like just
fucked up.
Like,
but did you see what I meant last week about like angry Deadpool when they start threatening Blind Al and he gets the joy is kind of gone from his voice at that point.
Don't you even touch her. Don't you touch her. Don't you even threaten her or something along those lines.
We got that sweet scene with Blind Al where she's like, I don't want you to move out.
Yeah,
but
I never asked you to do that.
Yeah, I was like, damn, girl, I know you ain't gonna have nobody to smoke crack with anymore, but shit, that's sad.
Yeah. Or get exciting whenever he puts on his masturbating shoes or whatever the hell that he does. But God,
gotta love Deadpool.
Yeah,
gotta love him. It's pretty great, but it was good, man. I really liked what they were doing with Hammerhead. They're finally doing something semi-interesting with him.
Of the other books that I did read, that I just kind of wanted to briefly go over.
Sure.
First one, Catwoman number 86. Catwoman. I don't talk much about reading Catwoman because it's whatever. I got excited when they introduced like the Court of Owls. So like big things I bring up.
What's up with this cover?
Personally, I love this run. I love the story. I love the characters. I love.
Have you read all 86 of these?
No, I think I started at like 60 something. I started with a arc and
God, damn, you've read 20 of these?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So I'm curious real quick though. The cowl she's holding, that's Arkham City-ish looking.
Right.
So like what's up? Is that like just an old cowl, or does she have like a copycat Catwoman running around, or
they don't really.
It's just the cover's just like spoopy.
Yeah, because it's mostly her like this without the.
Okay, so who's that bitch back there behind her in the other Catwoman cowl?
There is. She has a sister, but she's not very talked about. It's mentioned in this book, but there's also another counterpart named Harley, and she does dress up like Catwoman occasionally and kind of like acts as a decoy.
So we got Black Mask and Hotline Miami guys here, and then I'm assuming that guy at the bottom is Carmine Falcone.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because he doesn't look different in any Batman media ever. He always looks exactly like that. Black mustache, black eyebrows, white hair.
Yeah.
It's like it's all that's Carmine. Fuck it.
But this is really the first book where they really lean into Roman Sionis. And I dig it. I dig it. This is I don't know why.
Quick hot take. You can feel free to agree or disagree. While I did not care for the majority of Birds of Prey, the movie with Harley Quinn, The Glorious Emancipation of Harley Quinn, or whatever the fuck that title was.
Sure.
Obi-Wan,
I never watched it.
Obi-Wan Kenobi as Black Mask was fucking awesome.
Well, now I want to go back and
That's
watch
a hot take. I liked him as Black Mask. I like when good guy character actors play villains. I fucking love that shit.
I agree. Yeah, I'm with you.
When they're generally good guys all the time and they suddenly are a villain.
Well, so in this book, Selena has royally pissed off. Who's the grandma that's in the Court of Owls, like the old lady?
Cobblepot?
So maybe not her. Like there's a Belov, I think is their last name. Anyways, it's some people that she used to work with. It was a gang that she used...
At this point, everybody's in the Court of Owls. I'm assuming Court of Owls are also responsible for putting Ivy as mayor and Savage as commissioner, to be fair.
That's completely possible. But anyways, so she's kind of like not on the run, but she's sort of fighting against this group that she was she was working with, and she also has the Falcones involved, and she's been kind of away from Gotham for forever, and she's back. They are trying
What's she been doing? What's she so busy with?
Dude, she's been all over the fucking world just doing all kinds of Catwoman shit.
Oh, fuck off.
This book...
You're not allowed to go other places.
Okay.
You can only be in Gotham.
This book I wanted to talk about specifically because of this one panel that I showed you. She is in her safe house, and she's like, just doing whatever, and on the television, this pops up. It says, "Police Commissioner Vandal Savage has yet to comment on the robbery." And of course, it's referring to, antics from Catwoman.
Yeah. Bad fractions.
But exactly. To me, this puts this Catwoman run in the same universe as Poison Ivy and as
being mayor,
Bad Fractions.
And Harley Quinn. And
Harley Quinn.
That means the only book that's currently not part of Bad Fractions is Detective Comics. That feels like it would wholly be a separate thing entirely.
But like we talked about last week, it's the same Batman like design, like the armor design.
I can't imagine he has time. When do you have time to go visit Alan Scott and also be in giant fucking armor fighting whatever? I'm pretty sure in Detective Comics not that long ago he was fighting Poison Ivy. How would she also then be able to be mayor? I'm sorry. It just is very strange to me. And it's like, you had to have been running up against the biggest dick in the universe to have won mayor in Gotham.
Yeah, and that part we will never know because it's all off. Like,
and then of course
stuff.
I had that revelation I sent to you where I'm like, I don't know why I'm so hung up on Poison Ivy becoming mayor and Vandal Savage becoming commissioner, because Lex Luthor, known terrorist supervillain, was president. Multiple times.
Right, exactly. Also, it's the people of Gotham. They're fucking
They're
weird,
stupid.
and 90% of them are criminals of some
dumb.
rate.
They're really dumb.
Really and truthfully, the entirety of Gotham is like 3 categories of people. Either A, ridiculously rich and or a hero.
There are a weird amount of rich people in Gotham.
A member of the police force. Or C, a supervillain. That's the only 3 people that are in Gotham.
Not 4. Goon. Goon is the highest ranking profession in Gotham City. Like
that's also true. Goon.
Goon. There are so many goons. 9 out of 10 people are goons in Gotham.
Of some
It's
sort.
like, honey,
right.
did you get back from your gooning? And it's like, please don't call it
that. Not being a goon, not being a hinch person.
I love the
Gooning.
idea that a goon might have a family life though. Like they come home to like they do their 9 to 5 gooning, and then they they come home and it's like, dear, did you buy my makeup kit? Joker's really on my ass about
It's the guy that walks in on Batman as he's like snooping through the dresser. Is anyone here? Oh, no, nobody. All right, cool. And closes the door and walks out. And after he sees Batman, that's the guy with the family that he has to come back home to.
Dear, did you sew up my penguin costume? Cobblepot's riding my ass.
That's also another question. Who the fuck is doing all these costume designs?
Yeah,
who is their tailor?
There has to be like one goon tailor in the city that's like just popping off. Goon tailor and like a makeup artist that like works with them. It's
There's
like
somebody that offers the services is like, you want to be a villain? Well, give me some pointers and we'll brainstorm this. We'll storyboard this. And we'll just see what really fits.
Just the goon attire. Like they reach out to the villains. It's like, hey, I'll write you off a bundle deal. 30 goon outfits for the price of 20.
Yeah, the goon special.
Oh my god! Like I can't imagine. Like you bring your father to work day, and it's just everybody's a hinge person. My daddy works for the Joker. My daddy works for Cobblepot. My daddy works for
man,
Wayne Enterprises. Boo! Get him out!
That brings me to the one of the most recent episodes of Harley Quinn that I watched on HBO, which I did like, by the way.
Yeah.
Or I do like.
So I like it.
It's an episode of Cobblepot's son's bar mitzvah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's just like
Cobblepot's Jewish. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. I've never thought of that. I've never considered that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like, so he's having this bar mitzvah for his kid.
That feels racist.
Why is that racist?
He's got a big nose and he's short and he loves money. That feels so racist. What the fuck? It's so bad.
I mean, I guess, sure.
It's a short, hairy weirdo.
Also, I mean, but is being Jewish a race? That one's questionable because it's a religion.
It's stereotypical.
But it's also, it is stereotypical.
It's a people.
But I don't know if
the Hebrew people.
Sure,
it's stereotypical. Right. We'll say that.
Yeah, there is a stereotype. Yeah, for sure.
We'll play Who Suffered More, and we'll figure that out.
Okay. But yeah, we're getting back to Catwoman.
Cobblepot's bat mitzvah.
Oh yeah, but they've trapped Harley. She's tied up in a chair, which is also weird. Like the entire party, everybody who's at this party is just like, oh yeah, this is perfectly normal to have a 13-year-old kid, point umbrella gun at a grown-ass woman. It's just like,
yeah,
the fuck
it. So
yeah,
I like a lot of the Harley Quinn show. I like Alan Tudyk as Joker. I think it's fucking hilarious. Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce? That shit is fucking great. Alan Tudyk as Joker is phenomenal. And Penny from Big Bang Theory as Harley is
Harley,
nice.
yeah. Kaylee Cuoco, yeah.
I don't like what they did with King Shark. It bothers me immensely.
Oh, with Ron Funches, I like him though.
My problem with the Harley Quinn show is they make everybody into a joke, which I get it. That's the point of the show. Like Clayface is a joke. He's a melodramatic actor who's also voiced by Alan Tudyk, which is funny. and it's not Simon. Who is the little Dr. Psycho? Dr. Psycho is a fucking freak and voiced by SpongeBob. And
the fact that he's like his ex is Giganta is pretty fucking funny.
That's great.
And he's like, I have a thing.
Yeah, right. Like I get it. Like it's supposed, it's not supposed to be taken seriously as a comedy show.
Right.
The thing that I really dislike about it is when it gets preachy. Anytime a show, and this happens with HBO shows from time to like when they redid Scooby-Doo with Velma, and they made it super preachy and like anti-white straight, like that whole where they constantly were talking about Fred having a tiny dick because he's a straight white guy and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, okay, move on. And and it's just like every now and again Harley Quinn does that. Like they get a little preachy about toxic masculinity, and I'm like, this isn't a social commentary. This is like comment.
I agree with you, but I also kind of get it because it starts off with how absolute shitty Joker is to her.
That's fine.
And so it's kind of like
but they stay on it forever,
right.
And they stick to it, and that it's
and
like
she's
it
always
gets to a
going
point
back to
of
him and all this stuff, and it's just weird.
It gets to a point of preachiness, though, and it's like, all right, move on. Let's get back to the hijinks. Let's come on.
The thing that I actually appreciated about and what put it on my radar, you've probably mentioned it before, but I was talking to Jason at the comic book store, and I was like, I kind of wish that books or movies or shows or whatnot would lean into how smart Harley actually is. She's a fucking doctor.
She's a doctor. And they do that a lot in the Harley Quinn show. They like have her psychoanalyze.
That's why he brought it up. He's like, you should watch Harley Quinn because they really lean into that.
Like I said, there's a lot that I like about it, and they lean into her doctorate a lot. Almost to the point of excess sometimes, where she's like, I'm a doctor. Like it's like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, there's one episode where there's several episodes where she has like this mental sort of therapy session with her old self, where her self is kind of like talking to her current self of like, and this is why this is happening and all that.
She goes into Bruce's brain at one point and like helps him through trauma, and there's a lot of good parts of that.
Right. That's why I kind of start to wonder if Harley isn't really an anti-hero, but
my thing is she's always a villain in every universe, though. Almost every universe that, like in Flashpoint, she's Yo-Yo, which is a villain that works for Joker. And then in what is it? That other Batman I was reading, Echoes, the Michael Keaton universe.
Right.
She's in there as a villain. That's like stealing Joker's shtick. I guess it was somebody that was obsessed with him before he died in the first movie.
Okay.
But like she's like got this huge jester outfit and she's like terrorizing Gotham and shit like that. But there's one scene where she comes in with that wide brim fucking hat and like little suit and the big I don't know what just fell. Oh, well that's good. But it's every time I see her in another universe, she's evil. In Gods and Monsters, she was a villain. She killed people. In fucking there was another one where she wasn't tied to the Joker again, but she was wearing like yellow and black, and she would like drop patients into like a pseudo prison and fucking treat them terribly. But whatever. It's like on some level, I'm like, DC has acknowledged the fact that regardless of the Joker, she's unhinged enough that she'll always end up a villain in every universe. So her like anti-heroing thing is first of all, it's very Deadpool. What they're doing in the show. It's like she's trying to be a hero, but it doesn't quite
I'm
work
actually
out.
Okay with that pairing too. If Marvel and DC ever want to put Deadpool and Harley together, I'm cool with that.
Oh yeah. Now there
have been times where she's been unquestionably the good guy.
Oh yeah, like Injustice. She joins Batman in Injustice, like in that world and everything. But it's always that heel turn. It's always the redemption arc. She goes bad first, and then she's like, "All right, I've had enough fun.
This is a little too much. Yeah, let me go ahead and do some."
But but every other universe, awful. She's bad. She's a bad person. Every other universe. That's why Batman eats her when he's a vampire.
That's fair. The second book that I was going to talk about, I don't have much to talk about with it because it's kind of setting up the story, setting up the run. Zatanna. Number 1. Let me tell you, I know a little bit about Zatanna. I know like where she comes from and where'd she go and where'd she come from. Cotton Eye Joe. This book, I didn't know how it was going to be because it is number one. It's like, all right, is this an origin story? Is this just going to be starting off a story arc? Like what's happening here? This book is not an origin story. But it actually is a jumping off point for something called a Prime Magus, which is DC's version of Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah. So Dr. Fate's going to be involved in this at some point.
That I don't know.
Typically, Zatanna, Zataro, and Dr. Fate kind of a lot butt heads, you know.
So she's in the book. It's the first time that there has ever been a Prime Magus in a millennium, is what they said. It's kind of somebody who's appointed by magic itself, like the pure embodiment of magic.
I wonder how the wizard works into that. The wizard Shazam.
I don't know,
because that would also be like a being of great magic, and I wonder if maybe he was before and then he died because he's old. So you know what I'm saying? Like maybe he was the Prime Magus before or some shit. I don't know a lot about the magic world of DC.
I think that's also why they're doing this, is to kind of expand on it and to build more into it.
I'm aware of a lot of the characters. I'm just not super familiar with I know the Wizard Shazam and giving out the powers, but his is more like Greek related. So you'd think he'd be more involved with Wonder Woman, which is weird.
They don't talk about Dr. Fate in this book, but that's not saying that won't happen later.
But that's also strange because I thought Dr. Fate was he is the embodiment of order magic.
Okay.
Or order in the magic of order or whatever. I thought maybe he would have been already the Prime. Maybe nobody's put on the helmet in a while to allow him. That's
very likely. I don't know if it's something. It wasn't super clear on how you become like a candidate for it, but it did seem like something that she volunteered for.
I'll have to look into it.
It was probably the first person to want to do it that also qualified to do it.
I'll definitely.
But
it's
interesting.
Have to look into that more for sure because
it's interesting.
I like the concept of magic in DC because it's a Superman weakness, which I think is great. Other than just a radioactive rock from his fucking homeworld, it's good to know he's vulnerable to something else.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, everybody's like, oh, Shazam would lose to Superman. No, he wouldn't. Half of his power is magic. He would wipe the goddamn floor with that piece of shit.
Damn.
Also, I mean, DC is very about their power scaling sometimes. I think they I feel like they don't even know what the fuck they're doing half the time.
Fair.
Because like
that doesn't get you off the hook, Marvel. No, that does not get you off the hook.
But like harping back to the DCKO with Captain Atom almost beating Superman.
Right.
Bullshit. Because
there's some variability there.
In Injustice, Captain Atom is protecting or like on guard at the Fortress of Solitude while Batman and his crew are trying to like get in there and get some shit.
Sure.
Superman walks in with Captain Atom's throat in his hand, just like floating him like Captain Atom's dead. And it took that much effort. Like, that's what I'm saying. The power scaling must be all over the fucking place for DC because it's just sometimes
it's just really like whatever serves the purpose of that storyline in that book in that moment. Yeah.
But like a Superman that doesn't hold back probably also would absolutely kill Captain Atom. But I like when Superman doesn't hold back. We get cool shit like
I agree. It's very similar to Darth Vader. The coolest fucking Darth Vader scene ever is the very end of Rogue One when he just fucking goes ham in the hallway.
Fucking just rips that guy, kills him. That is so good. But it's like have you watched the Batman Ninja stuff?
I have not. It looks cool, but I have not.
Yeah. there's a Yakuza Superman in that, and he uses his freeze breath to make little ice shards out of the air molecules and then blows them forward as like little ice bullets. It's so fucking
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
It's
That's
the
cool.
coolest shit. Anytime they do evil Superman, they do some cool shit with him. So I like seeing unhinged Superman. It's a lot of
Well, up next, we'll talk about new comic books for
what is coming out?
Week. I do have a list of things that I think you would be interested in. But
do we have a Paul's pull list of what Paul might like?
Kind of. It's you and
Are we
me.
doing
But
yay!
It's you and me. But the top 4 for this week is Batman, of course. Absolute Superman 19.
Which Bat is that? Bat Fractions Batman?
It is Bat Fractions. Yes, Batman number 9.
Oh, okay. Oh, Daredevil.
Absolute Green Lantern number 14, and Daredevil number 2. I am super excited for Batman and Daredevil. Super excited.
Is that Absolute Superman? Oh yeah, he's fighting Black Adam.
Yeah, and that's a sweet fucking cover. That is a dope cover.
It is. That is really cool. I'm gonna have to grab that one. Did they? Oh, Mark Spector Moon Knight comes out this week too.
You're getting ahead of me, bitch. I said that I had a list of things.
Sorry, I'm looking at the app. But no, this is cool. One will fall. So Barbara's gonna die. They're not going to kill Batman on his 9th book.
They're not going to kill Barbara either. She has a fucking book coming out. She has it that's in this universe, I think.
Yeah.
So, if anything, it might not be one will fall jail? As in they die, but maybe
she's going to go to jail, right? That's her book that's coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's
that. Go to jail.
As far as books that I thought you and I would be more into that are not in the top 4 is Moon Knight number 4. You fucking asshole. Cyclops number 4 is supposed to come out, but I feel like that's really soon because I think that came out like 2 weeks ago or last week.
Soon. Deadpool comes out this week.
That was the other one. Was Wade Wilson Deadpool number 4. But I do know that there is also weird like delays going on. So I don't know if the last issue of Cyclops and Deadpool were delayed and these aren't, or if these are also delayed. So it actually end up being like next week. So, but that's supposed to be.
There's something coming out I've never seen, and I'm vaguely interested just from the cover. Adventures of Superman Book of L. That cover has a Green Lantern Superwoman on it. Like the what's her name from Absolute Green Lantern looks like her.
Joe?
Yeah, that looks. Hold on, Valkyries of Phala. Man, this sounds complicated shit. Anyway, she got a ring on. She got a Green Lantern ring, and she's wearing Lantern in the Dark. Rowan Kent. That's a cool fucking name. Sorry, that's a cool. I might have to look into this shit. What the fuck? Ronan Kent and Rowan Kent.
Why is?
Oh, I guess Clark's descendants are of color. That's neat.
Okay. That's Adventures of Superman Book of L. Yeah. That's number 8 too, so you're 7 behind.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, fuck. DC Sonic Hedgehog comes out. Poison Ivy 44. Ooh, Guy Gardner's got a book coming out this week.
Yep, that's a number 1. Yep.
Ooh, I might have to get that. There's Green so many good covers of that. Oh,
there are some dope covers. Speaking of dope covers, dope. I'm gonna use that word
dope
lightly.
Adjacent.
Dope, somewhat
adjacent.
Dope. If you're into gooning.
On the same street of dope.
Yeah, like the back alley of dope.
The back alley of dope.
Yeah, we have our Gooner bait. Listen, I'm gonna get you to start pulling out Gooner bait because every week so far you've been like,
hit me up. Hit me up the day before. I'll find you some. Trust me.
You have access to the same apps that I do.
I know, but hit me up the day before so I actually look for them.
All right. Well, I chose Jubilee Deadly Reunion number 1, the Derek Chu variant, Absolute Superman 19, cover D, the Hanan.
Wait, there's
variant.
A Poison Ivy coming out this week and it's not on the Gooner list?
Yeah, I know, right?
What the fuck?
Right? But yeah. I was actually kind of torn between... There were a couple covers that were contestants, but these were the two that I went with the most. So, yeah. That's right. Last week we said we were going to do like a DC and a Marvel. Was it favorite covers or?
Oh, our favorite. So I can already tell you one of my favorites right now. You can pull it up. Is from what I've been looking at on the app, at least, favorite cover this week is going to be from DC, and that is the cover B for Guy Gardner.
Oh,
yeah, you can pull that shit. I love that. I like the simplicity of it. It's really cool.
Looking for it.
Cyclops #4. Wow, yeah, that is coming out.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You said cover B?
Yeah, cover B.
Oh, that is actually really cool. Hold on.
There are some good Daredevil covers, but they're not quite as good as that one.
Yeah, that's
apparently Moon Knight's getting a Spider-Punk Magic the Gathering variant cover. I don't understand that one at all.
Spider-Punk Magic.
Why does that have? That has nothing to do with Moon Knight. First, whatever. So, again, Marvel, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, Marvel, dude, Magic has been 100% like full tilt, Fortniting, just everything.
It's getting crazy. There are a couple of good Deadpool covers, but honestly, the simplicity of that Guy Gardner cover is just so fucking hits cool. My eye so good that I'm just like, all right, we that's the one. Oh, we're also getting Andor. As if we needed more backstory on Cassian Andor, we're getting another Cassian Andor thing. God, this guy is getting some reparations. Like, he is fucking getting that money. Dude is fucking about it, man. Like, you were a character that we did not give a shit about and died in your own movie just to get 2 seasons of a fucking TV show and multiple comic books. And I'm pretty sure there's a novelization of some shit too. It's crazy. Andor, calm down. I know it's good, everybody, but it's not that good. Damn. I know it's better than Obi-Wan. I get it.
Huh. You know what? Actually, I would have to select this for a dope cover.
It's also, that is a dope cover. We
Batman
should talk about Cassian Andor because it's May the 4th. So yeah, Cassian Andor comes out this week on Revenge of the 6th.
Revenge of the 6th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's fun. Also, the Obi-Wan TV show is absolutely unnecessary and should have been completely rewritten. But, you know, I came to that conclusion while watching the final fight scene in episode 3, by the way, with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor. Finally remembered his name. That fight scene at the end of Obi-Wan, they already did it. They already had that moment. Why did we do that again? Yes, visually, beautiful. Love seeing Obi-Wan rise up out of the rocks and beat the shit out of each other. That's fine. It looks great. The lighting's great. Knocking off the mask, cool. You already did it in Rebels with Ahsoka, so they already had that. But that moment of like, Anakin's dead, you already did that in episode 3. All of this Darth Vader shit you're doing in Obi-Wan, absolutely unnecessary. All the shit you did with the second sister, absolutely unnecessary. You could have that show could have existed and been good for 2 things. One, you only have Darth Vader show up as a cameo at the Castle of the Inquisitors and in the Bacta tank. That's it. Do not have him anywhere else in the entire fucking show. 2, make the Grand Inquisitor the main villain. Why didn't you? That makes no sense not to make... Obi-Wan's a high-profile guy. Why are you sending fucking second sister after? Grand Inquisitor should be going after that guy. And he should have been the main villain all the way through. To really let him show out, because he died in 1 season on Rebels. So we didn't really get... But, so like, make him the main villain, keep the Leia stuff, reduce Darth Vader's presence. Don't have Obi-Wan go to the fucking Inquisitor Castle. That was dumb. Don't do that. I also don't need an origin story for the toy plane Luke Skywalker had. Unnecessary. You could have made the whole show about saving Leia and finding Qui-Gon's ghost. That's it. That's all you needed.
What got you started on that? Like,
it pisses me off. everything pisses. I'm thinking about Andor and I'm thinking about Obi-Wan, and I'm just like, God damn it, they ruined the Grand Inquisitor and they did so much unnecessary shit. And I watched that fucking fight scene in episode 3 again, and I'm like, oh my God, they didn't need that in Obi-Wan. It's a cool fight scene, unnecessary for storytelling. It's annoying. Can you tell I love Star Wars?
By saying that you hate everything about it. Yes.
Just Obi-Wan.
Final thought. Final piece that I wanted to bring up because I thought it was interesting, sort of, kind of. The least pulled book is actually one that I'm kind of interested in. I didn't know anything about it until I saw it.
It'll never be dork again.
No, it will never be dork again. But it is issue number 0. It's a Kickstarter preview from Concrete Comics, and it's called Solar the Sovereign.
Oh, it's Superman.
Now, that's what I thought at first. I was like, okay, cool. But I kind of dig the art. I kind of
like the logo having a sun rays. That's cool.
Right. And he's got like this like cable looking thing on his eye going, and he's got like some mystical,
I've never heard of Concrete Comics. You know what? I'm gonna look for this. I'm gonna look for this when I go to the store this week. This comes out this week?
Yes.
I'll look for it. I missed out on Dork because we made fun of it.
We did miss out on Dork.
We made fun of it, and we were like, nobody's going to buy this shit. And
we did.
I'm not going to miss Solar the Sovereign. I'm going to get this book.
So this is the synopsis of it. It says, Solar the Sovereign is a powerful new hero entering the concrete universe, a cosmic force driven by responsibility, justice, and raw energy. So Superman. Created and written by Thad Williams, Solar wields extraordinary abilities that challenge the limits of power while navigating the consequences of his choices. His story blends epic cosmic stakes with personal struggles, introducing readers to a hero whose light can inspire or ignite
$10
an entire universe. I think that's part of it being the Kickstarter.
Oh, okay. Because $10 is probably
why are you $10?
Yeah, I might not buy it with $10. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one's $10 too. And issue number 1. Huh? Oh, you lost me on that one.
Yeah, that's double the price of a normal comic book, my guy.
Yeah, seriously.
Looks cool.
It does look
design.
Cool. Yeah,
I'm paying $10 for it. That book better be this goddamn thick.
That's what I was looking to see, because it'll say like, it usually says like how many pages.
It gotta be. I'm not still spend $10 on 10-page fucking number 0. Like, come on.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Okay, yeah, that's the least pulled book with 13 people. Oh, it was 12. So somebody's added one to it since we started recording.
Ooh, hell yeah! It was me. 2 seconds. I did it.
All right.
I did the thing.
Well,
this was fun, and
yes, it was fun. It was good.
I'll be back next week. Much poorer.
A little bit on the longer side, but it's okay. We didn't ramble as much.
So's my
got him.
Disconnected. What the fuck? I got disconnected. My earbud disconnected when I said that. What the fuck?
That's awesome. That is awesome. Even your earbuds are just like, that's a terrible joke. I'm out. Anyways.
Damn it, man.
Thank everybody. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for liking and doing all the stuff. Be sure to share and talk about us, even if it's talking shit. Like the one guy saying, man, we really need to stop giving out podcast equipment. Fuck you, guy.
I think he said stop making it so cheap, which pisses me off. But whatever, I'm poor. Fuck you. Robert, do you think one day we'll do this in a room together like normal people?
I don't know, because that will involve you moving to Tennessee. Because I might. Aaron has already said absolutely no to Florida, so
I'll move to Tennessee. Fuck it, I'll live in the mountains.
Do it.
We'll rent a warehouse and we'll do the podcast in a warehouse.
I actually know of a perfect place, and I have thought about opening a studio, but that's just
I'll move. I'll do it, and then we can open up our fucking game store.
Yeah, our game / comic / art. Yeah, we can do all that. That'd be a hell of a place.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho.
All in the same warehouse.
To be continued.
See you next time, nerds.